Howdy folks, Todd here with Great Escape Farms. Today I'm going to give you an overview of our 2023 farm crawl and what we plan on doing. The farm crawl is sponsored by the Hampshire County Convention and Visitors Bureau, and we are pleased to be taking part in it for a second time this year. And we've improved a few things, so even if you were here last year, we do have some things that are different and hopefully better this year. And to everybody that comes through, all plants will be 10% off on that day only. So just if you're interested in purchasing some plants, that's a good day to do it. On Saturday, July 15th, of the farm crawl itself. So we are now just inside the gate, and the gate will be open on farm crawl day, and we will have a tent set up here to check in, and I will be running continuous tours, but we'll have somebody here to help guide you around. If you just want plant sales, they'll send you that way, or let you know where we're at with the tour. You could wait here, or you could join the tour midway through, as it's just basically a circle around the farm here. When we do start from this point, one of the first things we talk about is our 8-foot high deer fence here, put in two and a half years ago, and we haven't yet to have a deer jump over or penetrate through it, so it has been great for our nursery. Then we come down here and we talk a little bit about the landscape. Okay, we're down the yard just a little bit. One of the first things we're going to talk about is the contour plant line here and why that was put in and what it does for the landscape. Then we're going to talk about some terraced garden beds that were put in last fall and how they are doing. And we will finish up with the landscape and keeping water on the property by talking about our swale here and why we have just plastic sitting on top of it with nothing else. From there, we will talk about our chickens, and we will talk about a chicken brooder, and we will talk about the chicken tractor, and then we will talk about the chicken coop and run, as well as their fenced in free range area here and some plantings that we have specifically for them. And my dog over here digging in the sweet potato patch, that is Murphy. He is my co-star in a lot of my videos, but he will not be around on Saturday. He will be kept inside because we do have some folks that bring dogs here. Anyhow, we do have poster boards talking about several different things on the farm, one of which is the chickens here, and that will help us demo and talk about a few things that we can't actually get props out for. Howdy folks, Todd here again with a commercial, if you will, for our YouTube channel. Please consider subscribing. We are local in Hampshire County here. We do a couple videos a month, at least we try to. And some of the videos coming up is a tour of our chicken coop here, as well as the run area off here to this side. And our girls are here saying hello to you. And we will also talk about predator protection. Well, we have solar behind me. We haven't done a video on that yet. We have a rainwater system back here and what we use that for. We are going to show you how to get some resources in Hampshire County on compost and how to get certain manure that is perfect for compost. Just add a little water, and we're going to show you all that. So please consider subscribing to our YouTube. Now back to the tour. Next on the agenda is entering the perennial sheet mulch garden, and we will talk about what sheet mulch garden or lasagna gardening is. And then we will come in and we will look over some of the herbs in here. It is much tidier than it was last year. And we have added signs, and normally we don't have a dog in here. Murphy just snuck in on me. But we have signs this year to explain what different things are. We have white name signs for the perennials or biannuals in the case of parsley. And then we have orange little stick tabs for the annuals that are in here. And we will do a good bit of sampling in here if you so choose, because we have a lot of edibles in here. But please don't just grab anything, because we do have a few things that will be rather unsettling to your belly if you grab the wrong thing. So make sure you are eating only what we are guiding you to eat. From the sheet mulch garden, we will walk past the orchard here. We will discuss several things about the orchard, one of which is the guineas, which will not be out that day. We'll keep them in the coop and run because of the number of people and possible dogs coming through. And we'll talk about our pawpaw orchard here, as well as our expansion to the pawpaw orchard. We'll then come over here and we will look at an edible dogwood tree. And I don't know if it'll happen. Hopefully we will have some ripe fruit by the end of this week. It's going to be close. And then we move over to our pawpaw tree here. And we had very warm spring followed by a very late deep freeze, which killed most of the fruit in our orchard. But somewhere in here we go, we do have a couple of small pawpaw right at the end of my hand here. We do have a couple of fruit on this. And from there, we will just turn around and we will look at the 8-year-old food forest here. And we'll talk about the 7 different layers of the food forest and what makes a food forest and some of the plants that are in here. And if we have any left, we can come over to this tree right here and we can maybe have a munch on some Cucoso mulberry that is ripe right now. Then we come down and we are in the plant propagation area, and right here at the entrance we have a raspberry which looks like it needs pruning, and I purposefully did not prune it so I can talk about raspberry being both a perennial and a biannual, and talk about its life stage and some of the different aspects of how to tell a raspberry from a blackberry from a wineberry and some stuff like that. And then we come around here and we actually talk about our plant propagation area. So this is, for no other reason, I will call it our nurse tent, although you do see a little bit of sunshine back there. For the most part, it is shaded. We have a 70% shade cloth over top. We put things like our pawpaws and plants that we just transplanted. So all these raspberries in here were just transplanted the other day. And then this area right here are seedlings. We just planted let's see, I think there's 180 seedlings here. We just planted those yesterday. This will be planted in later in July. We won't have it up and running this week. And this one we're working on right now. We have, and unfortunately I didn't get the exact amount. I will have the exact amount come farm crawl, but we have probably about 500 plants in here on this side right now. Hopefully I will finish this bed up and get it fully planted before the farm crawl. And this is the crux of what we do here. We are a plant nursery. And our plant nursery, for the most part, runs off of rainwater system. So we're not pulling that water out of the well. We are getting it in our Rainwater Harvest system, which is right here. And we fully explain this. We have currently 3,100 gallons that we store, and we are going to expand that up to 4,500 gallons hopefully later this year. We'll explain this full system, the filtration system, several different pump systems. We have a total of 3 rainwater harvest systems on property right now, and we will have a board here and we'll show you the different systems that we have as far as pumps, some of them permanent, some of them mobile but still 120 volt, and some of them running 12 volt RV pump that can run right off of a 12 volt battery and solar. And from there we release you to go into our nursery back here, and my co-host here is giving you a tour of our nursery here. So each of the plants will have a tag in front of it stating what it is and its general requirements, and I will have a color-coded tag here giving you an idea of what the price is. And we have, I think we're just shy of 100 different varieties here right now. Everything is a unique edible plant. So everything from honeyberry that we were just looking at, to blueberry, to serviceberry or juneberry, to we have Illinois everbearing mulberry and red mulberry and maypop, different types of mint, to include the imported mint from Europe, as well as some mountain mint native to the area, elderberry, all kinds of different unique edible and medicinal plants here. So you will, again, everything will be 10% off, and you are welcome to purchase them, although you can come and get a farm tour and you do not have to purchase a plant. This is just a service that we offer if you are here. Thank you very much for tuning in to our channel, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you on July 15th, 2023.